Have you ever stopped yourself from applying for a job, chasing your dream, speaking to somebody that you want to, because this little voice inside of your head started to question you and started to doubt you? If yes, let's change that today. My name is Ania Haas. I am transformation coach and I help people like you to release old patterns, old programs and emotions, to step into your own power, into your confidence through the power of self-worth and self-esteem. Why do we experience self-worth? Most of the times it starts as the conditioning in your childhood. Just imagine yourself as a child singing and having fun, enjoying yourself. And perhaps your parent was not in a good mood or stayed very busy, needed to focus their attention on something different. And they mentioned to you something briefly, something that still echoes in your head. Maybe it was, you don't know how to sing, just stop singing. And that created the whole program for yourself, starting to doubt yourself. What if there was a situation that your mom or your dad or somebody else said, be careful, and just like this, in the little child's world, this becomes a program. And so now as an adult, you become very careful about the engagement that you are stepping into. This inner protection mechanism has one thing to do, is to protect you. And it protects you from everything that makes you feel uncomfortable. So if you think about anything that is outside of your comfort zone, it's going to bring up some type of insecurity, some type of questioning, because outside of your comfort zone lies uncertainty. If not faced, self-doubt is going to lead to perfectionism, self-sabotage, and constant procrastination. Are you finding yourself in one of those three? It also leads to finding validation outside of yourself and looking for that level of support, knowing that although you are already in a position to take the step, you are hesitating because you are so unsure about your own inner power. First and foremost is for you to understand that the self-doubt has nothing to do with the level of your self-worth. You are good enough. It is the sign of the old, outdated program that you no longer need in your life. What are 3 ways that you can use today to start shifting this inner doubt feeling? Number 1 is to stop asking for permission. The truth is that the self-doubt starts in the moment that when you want something and you do it, this space is the space when you start hesitating. And so in that space, you start most of the times overthinking, questioning, taking pros, taking against. So you're starting to questioning your own inner power, your own confidence, your own ability to just do it. That moment of hesitation is the moment when you start overthinking, and it leads to looking for validation outside of yourself. The truth is, you are doing this because of the insecurity and the fear that you are experiencing inside of yourself. So facing your fear of failure, your fear of rejection, your fear of being judged. Instead of giving it any space, allow yourself to step into the adult self to say, wait a minute, I am adult. I can do as I wish. I am in a position to decide what is my next step in life. And of course, you have to take responsibility for what is going to happen. But without you taking this next step to try, you will never know if that project, that situation, that conversation was good for you or brought lesson for you. It's also very important for you to know that by looking for validation outside of yourself, by doing this, you're cutting on wings because you don't know who you are going to speak to. If you're going to speak with somebody that is going to take you and help you to open your wings, that's wonderful. But what if you speak to somebody that is doubting life the same way as you do? By connecting and asking somebody like that for support, you are actually limiting yourself by speaking to a person with a limited belief system. Number 2 is to take action no matter if the doubt is there. In the moment when you are deciding, instead of hesitating, take the next step. You see, the confidence is not built first. The confidence is built when you prove yourself that you can do it. When you prove yourself, I can go and speak to that person that I like. I will do the phone call, even if this is a cold phone call and it's so hard to do. I will go on that stage and I am going to speak, even if this fear inside of me is eating me alive. I'm going to make a video, although my insecurity screams in my head. That's the way the confidence is built. When you start taking small steps and challenging yourself, you're building evidence that you can do it. And that exactly is what builds your self-confidence in the long run. With that being said, what you need to practice is to take this next step. Don't give yourself space to procrastinate. Build inner discipline. Make it almost feel like this is this inner switch that makes me stand up and just do what I said that I will. And it will come to you. At the very beginning, when you challenge yourself with a small thing, you will do it, and then you have to remind yourself to do it again and build habit to follow your discipline. Build habit to just stand up and do as you said you will. And number 3, I want you to become the best friend for yourself. Instead of looking for validation outside of yourself, where any junk, anything, any limited belief can be, I want you to develop this relationship with the part inside of you that supports you, loves you, admires you, and wants you to grow. And every single time that you are starting to doubt, tune into that voice inside of yourself to help you, to build you, to keep the space, to hold the space for you to take the step. So to recap today's video, number 1, that self-doubt is not the truth, is not ultimate truth. It's just the outdated program that keeps you small, because everything that is outside of your comfort zone is going to trigger insecurity, trigger the questioning and uncertainty. Number 2 is confidence grows when you are taking action. Remember that. And number 3 is to build self-trust, is to find this inner voice that is going to hold you accountable and hold you in the space of believing in you. So the comment down below and let me know what areas in your life you find yourself mostly self-doubting. And if you want to go deeper, I'm inviting you to get a copy of my book, Transformative Coaching, a session with me, each chapter that will take you and make you discover more about yourself to bring in shifts and changes in your life. Join me for tomorrow's video. We are going to be speaking about the inner critic. I'll see you tomorrow.